Hello, beautiful heroes. Welcome, Air. Anybody else lurking? Anybody just coming in? Haruo Shigima graces with your presence, so we may gaze upon your beauty and sympathize with your sadness. Well, perfect that you bring that up, because that's exactly what we're doing today. It's almost like you read the title or something. We are continuing PARANORMASIGHT. I did get a cheeky peeky at the flowchart, and I would say we're about, I don't know, I want to say like halfway, maybe? So, we're making good progress. But today, no stories. None. I have no stories. Actually, I do have an update. A couple updates. One, this chair's comfy as fuck. I hate to say it. I love it. Two, I'm on 418 of Persona, for those keeping track at home. If you have no idea what's going on, Julie Blecko and I created a challenge of sorts to encourage each other to finish Persona, because all of us have tried and failed. And I'm on 418. I think I'm currently in last place. So everybody, please have faith in me. Jorah, welcome! Flowchart! I just realized while I was messing around with this flowchart that you can actually zoom out, which is hella handy. So previously in this game, we kind of wrapped up night 1 and we're moving into the day. These sweet boys are still trying to collect some stones. This girl sold her best friend out to the school, and in one route she died, and in the other route we got away, but we were concerned for our friend, and we don't know what happened to her. Spoiler, she probably died. And we can't do Haruo just yet. She's in the future. So we gotta do one of these two first. I say we blow through this one. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yako makes it home safely, but still isn't sure what
condition! Unacceptable!
It is unacceptable. I agree. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it together. Zoom! How's it going, Jorah? How's it going, Air? How have your weeks been so far? I'm rocking a headache, so I can't do the bright ass lights. So no webcam. But I did get a smoothie for dinner. Don't come at me. It was delicious. Where was I? Still isn't sure about how to proceed with the curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. That wasn't me? What do you mean that wasn't you? It literally says it on there. You silly. You can't hide from me. Thank you for the sound biddies. Oh shit, she did make it out. Nah. She's literally possessed. Oh my god, she's possessed. Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. Huh? You're up. What is she, just sleeping in the middle of the street? What kind of smoothie? I think it was like strawberry and kiwi. I think. Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Duh, I'm Yako. I'm the Spectre of the Spirit Board. I'm the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Alright, I'll allow it. Thank you, Air. I feel like a nutritionist would just have a fucking field day with me. Yes, I'm Nako Sakazaki. Oh, good. Seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. So sleepy I didn't even enter my house. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all of this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Suspicious. Julie, welcome. Hello, hello. I already gave my Persona update, but since you're here, I'll give it again, even though it's not new news to you. 418. Still on 418. The Discord bot. My guy, my little buddy. Man, he's so slow. Maybe I need to, I don't know, wait longer before actually starting gameplay. You got this. Do I though? Do I got it? She does indeed not have it. I'm glad you believe in me. I'm really glad. You played all the way like through fucking half of May, right? Or something? You're like miles ahead of us. But Bleko's catching up. I feel you. I feel you, Dora. Maybe we should all just have nap time. Sleep stream when? Who exactly are you, Mio? Oh, well, the truth is I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean like you can learn that kind of stuff like you would flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Oh, that sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's just leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as an apprentice, or maybe more like an assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. God, this girl is living my dream. I want to be the assistant to a paranormal expert. God, that would be so funny. Except it would only be cool if actual ghost things happened and not just like bullshit, you feel sad people in the basement sort of reality television. You know what I'm saying? You finished the second palace. Oh boy. Oh lord. Okay. Alright. Oh man. So, who wants to play Persona? Right now. Also, I'm still drinking said smoothie, so. Meanwhile, I'm finishing the Horizon DLC. By the way, Aloy finally gets redacted. She gets that D? I was really rooting for her to be with that dude. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Oh, it's amazing. So it's like your part-time job to do it while also being a student? Close! Oh no. Does she get that V? You don't want to sit in a basement saying show us a sign over and over? No, not at all. Nope. No. I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, it's gotta be rough then, but still, it's really amazing. She does! Oh, man. Now, who... I probably never met the character that she gets with then. Drilly, welcome! Hello! Paranormasight. Oh, man, yeah. I'm a parasite now. Oh, by the way, Eric, if you want a super easy platinum, Boggs just realized that he finished a game and it just like automatically gave him the platinum, like just for playing, basically. I don't know if you enjoy easy platinums or if you want the challenge. But I recommend Grim Grimoire once more. It probably only takes like 7-ish hours. It's not on how long to beat. That's how niche this game is. Like, no one in the fucking planet has played it. Personally, it's my game of the year because I've liked that game since the PS2, and this is just a remake of it. But yeah, it's easy platinum. It's kind of like a weird tower defense game, so. I'm a platinum hoe. I'll take easy ones all day. Cool, here, look. Oopsie. Fudged it. Look that up. And that should get you where you need to go. And get you that platinum. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. And that's why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. She's going to put a stop to it, ninja style. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime, the power is diminished. You hear that stutter? That was cute. Diminished. I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Gakko. Is it really so wrong trying to bring Michio back, I mean? I can't approve of it. The rite may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... I'll add it to list after Jedi Survivor and Tears of the Kingdom and whatnot. No, you can put it, I don't know, years from now. I don't care. Get you an easy platinum, though. Yeah, true. I want to make sure the whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe. And what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. Promise I won't use the curse no matter what. But maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it is to stop the curse. So we have a couple of parties running around trying to stop this shit, and a couple of malicious parties running around trying to cause it. Very interesting. There's a very real chance that I will fall asleep watching the stream. Apologies if I randomly disappear. Good night, Julie. Fall asleep to the soothing sound of my screaming, because I'm probably going to get jump scared. I don't care, she says, talking about one of her favorite games of all time. See, like, it might be my favorite game, but I think that's because, A, I'm a slut for anything Vanillaware. And 2, it holds, like, heavy nostalgia for me because I played it on the PS2. You would not believe how many hours I put into that game as a child. Especially since it was too hard for me as a child, and I think I probably spent like 50 hours on the same level, Lord knows. But when it's like the only game you own as a kid and there's no guides or anything, like you do what you have to. Silly early 2000s. Anyway, so like while I think it's like the best game ever and I love it to pieces, I don't know that I would necessarily recommend it to other people because the storyline is bizarre and convoluted, and the gameplay is a very weird tower defense sort of system, but like flat. It's very weird. It's very unique, and probably not everybody's cup of tea. Boggs got really ragey at some points, and I had to step in and do some levels for him. I think the tutorial also just doesn't explain some things very well. So if you get stuck, let me know, and I'll help out. Harry, you should play Pyre. I will not take no for an answer. Had an entire week planned to talk to you about my anxieties keeping me playing Pyre. And we actually got to meet up that one time. Had we actually gotten to meet up that one time. Pyre is also very interesting gameplay and also very difficult. Oh man, I don't even want to know what the platinum for that one involves. Probably something crazy. I think the ones for Hades were, like, ridiculous. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thank you, Mio. Okay, then, let's go. It's only Super Giant games I haven't played. It's the only Super Giant game you haven't played. Oh man. My friend, my guy. Sounds like we need to have like a Discord play party where we all cheer Air on. Huh? I thought it was unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of a school. Did something happen? Oh my god, this girl's a ghost. We're talking to a ghost right now. If the police are here, then something must have. Oh, maybe we got the janitor dead. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Okay, don't panic. The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Yep, Mr. Junoichi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I don't know this either since I didn't watch this morning's news, but rumors were spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be? Because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Junoichi's body was in the middle of the grounds, but the body was covered in bruises like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used the curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Yeesh, so the curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Shh, keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Sorry. I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we can sneak in through the back entrance. That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? You're right, that's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night, too. She must know something about Mr. Junoichi. Let's go see what she has to say. Mia, wait for me. Wait. Is Junoichi... Hold up. I should have... Is Junoichi the janitor or the... I hate trying to scroll. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. Can I just... There we go. Oh, shit. That's the mullet teacher is dead. The mullet teacher is dead. Makoto Ashimiya is the janitor. Well, that doesn't bode well. We're about to get into a conversation with this chick, so we might as well read it while we're here. Hitomi Okuda. Hitomi's a rebellious student in Class 2A at Komagata High School. On the rare occasion when she does show up for school, she skips all her classes and spends time hanging out on the rooftop with her fellow troublemakers. Hitomi is regarded by the teachers as one of the worst offenders among the delinquent students attending the high school. Hitomi was a fairly ordinary student when she started high school. However, trouble at home in her first year had her take a turn for the worst. She began associating with groups of delinquents from other schools with whom she'd wander around town at night to avoid returning home. Warnings from teachers about dress code and conduct violations have fallen on deaf ears, with Hitomi going on reactionary rampages around school with her friends, breaking windows and disrupting classes. Recently, some teachers have taken to using harsher measures and even corporal punishment to correct Hitomi's behavior, but this has only served to exacerbate the animosity between Hitomi and the school. Hitomi is widely regarded as the leader of the troublemakers at the high school, but the title does not mean much to her. Sports gameplay not being my cup of tea aside, I remember hearing or reading that whenever whether your companions get another shot at life depends on whether you win or lose games and pyres, and I cannot take that kind of pressure. I could see that. I'll put it this way though, Air. I never lost a battle. I never lost. So if I can do it, you can do it. It's sports in the loosest way. Yeah, I wouldn't really call it sports, honestly. Yeah, if Julie can do it, you can do it. The characters are so good. I love them. You'll love them. The art, I implore you. I watched everything everywhere all at once. You owe me. Damn, she's got you there, Air. Book. I think the accessibility on that game is good enough. Like, the easy mode is good enough. That you shouldn't have any problem winning. Well, maybe that's a spoiler. Never mind. I'm gonna shut my mouth. He'll find out. So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what is it? Oh, exorcisms. So that's what it was. Why the fuck does she need an exorcism? I'm gonna need details. Let's, hold up. Wait a minute, back up. But tell me, you were possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me went away. Some people are born with natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. Oh, guys, that's what it is. That's my problem. I just need an exorcism. Then I'll quit forgetting everything. Let me call up the Pope. Has great accessibility, and later, if it's too easy, you can add extra challenges and stuff if you want. Yeah. That's true too. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? You're possessed. It makes so much sense, right? God, why didn't I think of that? I need to go to a church, not a doctor. Do people have their personality taken over when they're possessed too? It is possible with spirits who have a very close relationship with their target, like siblings or a parent or a child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when the two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seance or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with that person, but even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. One of these people is fucking possessed. I'm calling her right now. I know she said she's an apprentice ghost hunter or whatever, but knowing everything is still super sus. Yeah, she was like dishing out the information last time too. Like just dropping information left and right. And I was like, well, this is fucking convenient for our main character here. Right? Because like Yako's completely in the dark. And this girl is just telling her literally everything she needs to know. It's very suspicious. She's a hidden Miro. She's been masking the R in her name the whole game. It's true. It's true. If that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior of your own free will or not? Hence why there are lots of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behaviors and memories of the host, the deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? It must have been tough for you to be possessed for so long, Hitomi. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. Also, we all see that pentagram. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Yes. Our girl's into the dark arts for sure. I expect her to pop out with like a robe and a dagger and a whole cult any minute. I think you have a knack for it, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. Huh. I think I'll pass. One more time. So, that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was some weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was gonna exorcise me. God, can you imagine being approached like that? If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I try to explain. And only accept my explanation after they see the results. Huh, I guess that makes sense. She fucking blindsided her with it. Did you hear about Mr. Junoichi? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw the asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. Damn, girl! What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What I can tell you... It was almost dawn, probably around 3. I started freaking out. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out onto the grounds like someone was chasing him, then screamed. Ah, somebody help me! Forgive me, Michio! Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else on the grounds? Dunks a cooler of holy water on someone. Like they won the Super Bowl. I'll explain later. Be like, did your headache go away? You feel any more muscle aches in your body? God, you'd think that person was insane. It's a wonder this girl has any friends. It was too dark to see from where I was. But for just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like, I was wrong, I'll do anything. Please. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped. Jesus! Even though he was just standing there. My man turned into a rag doll. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him? He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of there. And then I skedaddled. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. Is this Stranger Things, right? But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jonoichi and killed him. Hell if I know anything about that. I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Sus. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they'd believe such an insane story anyway. Right. There must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There's this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. Aw, that was that guy in the park. I like this girl too. I feel bad that she has such a bad home life that it's caused her to act out. She's gotta have like a very troubled past. He died just the other day. Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. That bodes great for me. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, it was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though, I'm sure that was hard enough for you. Admiral Brocode, welcome! Hello, hello! Best dating advice I ever got. Before you marry a person, you should make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are. Man. Oh man, the rage that would come out of me. I am not a patient person when it comes to technology. I'm one of those people that'll like spam click a button 16 times because it's not working and then end up with 16 of whatever I clicked. Oh no. It really will. It'll bring out the worst in you. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey, Mio, I've been thinking something. The way she described it reminded me of something. The way that Mr. Jonichi died, it sounds a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen up from up high. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curses of the 7 mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the spirit board said, then Michio's death died in an accident. Oh, right. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Okay. What about the classroom last night? They told me last night, before you witnessed Mr. Joinichi collapse, can I ask you what you and he were doing in the classroom? You gonna tell the cops? Oh, right. With everything that happened with Mr. Jonoichi? They'll suspect us if we told them we saw you and him that night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all the shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Junoichi called me over here acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Jesus. She really holds some hostility. Julie, why do you always like the vulgar ones? What is this? Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like scum, if you ask me. The art style in this game is like VHS anime. It is kind of. I actually really like it. I like the painterly feel. Is that so? Because Julie knows what's good. You guys gonna fight over this girl? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out here in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? Let's talk about his misdeeds. What did you mean by Mr. God, I can't say this guy's name. I'm just gonna call him Mr. J. Mr. J was acting like scum. Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Shirashi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh? Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. He was using it to blackmail her, calling her up after school and making her do whatever he wanted. Oh no, this is starting to sound like the teacher in Persona right now. A little touchy-feely. What? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple model students like you would ever get involved in. Blowjobs. It was blowjobs. No way. What? How? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I not have known about this? Yako, I know you must feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Oh. Oh man. Mr. J really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. Oh my god. It was more than blowjobs. She probably felt she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. No, how terrible. Hitomi, how do you know about this?
Titty.
No comment on that one. These are high school kids' error. Underage blowjobs. Actually, are they underage? I don't know the age of the fucking... Is it 13? We gotta find his palace and challenge his heart then. Yes, yeah, Oh wait, he's dead. Can you go to the palace of a dead man? I don't think that's how that works. I think that's hell. I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it? Oh no. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Good job then. We did it. We did it, gang. We did a good job, team. I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. She never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. No. Soft. Like a pushover? Of course, Mr. J didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. Hitomi, if you knew about it, then why didn't you... You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point in blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? I feel like if I was in that situation, I'd probably keep my mouth shut too. Like, that's not my problem. I actually would have probably pretend I saw nothing and leave. Let's go this one. Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he's been blackmailing her since about a year ago. You know what I would do? I would say nothing. Like, not admit that I saw anything, and then leave some anonymous tip somewhere that would get the guy busted. Like, with surefire proof, get that man fired and arrested. From the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person that meets the eye, you know? There must be some reason. Or find his palace, change his heart. Yes. Yes. And then get him arrested. And then his pure heart has to suffer in prison. Don't know. Got nothing to do with me. So, were we always standing next to water in a bridge? When did this happen? So last night, how did it start? Right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple of days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. Huh, so there was something like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing the big guy act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. Aw, cute. She told me that she was like me when she was my age. And that she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her, too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. Oh no, this girl's just wandering around watching people get murdered. Well, wait, no, spoilers, never mind. I've made it through the first palace before, I'm pretty sure, Air. Like, once in the past. I don't remember what happened. I'm pretty sure I streamed it all. So if somebody wants to go find the VODs, we can find out how far I got. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi would always took me straight to that park. He would listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day, he called me over there like usual, but something seemed off about him. Like he was worried about something? Worried about something. Yeah, he asked me for a favor, too. It was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me this weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. A talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured that was it. So, I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. He then told me he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shirashi had that looked like this one. Huh? Michio? What does she have to do with this? No spoilers for current today, Miro. Damn it. Past me knew. Why can't present me know? It's locked in the secrets of my mind. Maybe I should ask the ghost that's possessing me if they know. Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had a special talisman or something. Apparently Michio always avoided the subject. The talisman that Michio had. Could it have been a cursed stone? He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Mr. J was doing to her. Hard to talk to the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eyes on Michio, but her talisman too. After she died, he didn't know where it ended up. Jorah, get you some sleep, my guy. Go to Dreamland like Julie probably did. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the 2 talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside, there was just this weird, kind of grimy scrap of wood. So you've seen inside it? Yeah, but from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. Absolutely, Mr. Salmon's even got my number. I can't stop yawning. Boggs and I have been sleeping like ass this week. To be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he'd be serious about it. And since he died right after that, yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those 2 talismans. Give them to a guy named Yakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know, he probably felt that something was going to happen to him. Huh? Nakagashi? Do you know him, Mio? No, I just heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. He ain't got mine. Gave up trying to find me ages ago. Plot twist, error. You are the Sandman. You don't get to sleep. You just take everybody else's. Hitomi. Yeah? The talisman. Would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. My microphone's stuck on a monitor. Excuse all the terrible noises. My bad. Let's do this one again. So, last night, you were looking for the talisman Michio had? Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me a cryptic response like, I can't talk about it now. Come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for his secret meetings before. Yuck, I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. So, yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night, but nothing he said made any sense. Like, that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault and if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Ugh. Were you okay? Yeah, that's right, when you 2 showed up. I was able to get away while Junoichi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you 2 that I got away. But I didn't get any info on the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterwards, I was wondering what you 2 were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and old man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Junoichi come back outside and bite it. I like how she calls it biting it. Biting the dust. Hitomi could stab daggers through her soul with that glare. She... a bad bee. She is a bad bee. She does have a good glare. She's got the glare down. So you're only here to look for Michio's talismans? I was dumb to fall for that creep Junoichi's trap so easily. It could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. J. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way, you mean that really was her ghost? Like, for real? Those who die bearing strong resentments or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it's usually, it would usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power, but it's possible they could possess someone close to them and make them act on those lingering regrets. Huh, I wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then suppose what the spirit board said is true, and Michio's death was an accident. then she must have had some regrets. No regrets. None. Not a single regret. Ryuji. For real? I'm not gonna lie. When I play Persona, I skip the dialogue every time Ryuji and Morgana have a stupid fight that does not matter to the storyline. They'll just spit at each other for no reason all the time. I skip it. I skip it all. As soon as I can throw Morgana out of my party, I'm going to. Cat baby is here. Sleep imminent. Yay, cat baby. Good night, Jorah. Good night, cat baby. If she hadn't give up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much she'd kill herself. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Hitomi. Oh. And if you do find out anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? Oh, right. I'm not at home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. I keep forgetting this is the fucking 80s. Thanks, we'll call her if we need to talk to you. And, what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later. And don't die out there, okay? Thanks, we'll be careful. We got Hitomi's number! Technically, we got her friend's number. And it's a landline. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. J was killed by a curse, just like we thought. Which means there was a curse bear at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? You think so? Yes, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. J seem to be different. The people in the school at the time other than us were Mr. Jonoichi, Hitomi, and Old Man Ashimiya, who you ran into. I was thinking it would be among them, but was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's one. Mr. J was pretty suspicious, though. If he were a cursed bear, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right. Then I say there are multiple. Oh, right. The person who killed Mr. J would have to be one too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or Old Man Ashimiya? Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. J thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered. I also saw Mr. Arashi outside the school of the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curse, given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. Hold up. Did we know that guy had... Oh, shit, we can't look at the chart. We know that this dude, we know he had a curse stone. When he was outside of the school, did he still have it, or was that after it was taken from him in the park by the cops? The plot thickens. It's likely he's involved with the curses, given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we'll have to be careful of Old Man Ashimiya and Mr. Arashi. I want to believe that's not all the curse... That not all the curse bearers are hostile, but... As for what to do now... I'd like to find out who's responsible for the Forest of Shadows and set this off and how they did it. Feast of Shadows. Jesus, I can read. Are we trying to solve a crime or just investigate people? We're just trying to fucking survive. We're trying to live, man. No, there's multiple things going on. The cops are trying to investigate and collect all the stones before people can use them. This girl kind of wants to bring her friend back, but is also just like looking into her murder more effectively. Now there's a second murder to deal with. the one girl is trying to find the curse bearers so that she can steal the soul stuff that they've already like powered up, and she's trying to find out who murdered her son a long time ago. And I think that's everybody. So it's like there's a ton of mysteries going on, honestly. It's like a triple mystery, triple threat. I don't think we should be able to do this without I don't think we'll be able to do this without stopping it at its source. Oh, that makes sense. In which case, next we should do what exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Arashi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should go look for him. Got it. I'll try to help in any way I can. But the school is closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading to a place someone may know where he is. Where to go then? I'm not sure I'm smart enough for this game. It's okay, me either. Me either. I mean, the school, right? Just go back to the school? Somebody's got to know where the janitor of the school is at the school, I would think. And so, Mio and Yako decided on their next location to investigate. Oh. Just like that? That's it? Oops. F. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Do you think this has overwritten itself, or do you think I get to choose again? Oh, nice. I get to choose again. Okay, what if we choose, like, this one? We've also been going off on a lot of tangents during the playthrough, which doesn't help. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't done anything but play the game. No, it must all be the same. Okay, I must have to do the other timelines first then. So these are the two cops. And here's what they're up to. Hajime Yoshimi's death. Which is a different cop. Nejima's threat of mass murder. So this is a serial killer from 20 years ago that has been let out of prison and is now wandering around making threats to the cop that put him in prison. The problems just pile up, putting the detective's goal of collecting all the curse stones in jeopardy. Satsumi leaves Ario to handle the investigation while he catches a quick break. Okay, so Satsumi is old cop. Ario is assistant cop. So old cop's ditching young cop to take a break. Just some guys being dudes. 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Okay, they're in the park where the prologue dude died. Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information. Took you long enough. What do you got, duckface? Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Here you go. This is probably a recap, really. Thanks, the floor is yours. Alright, let's talk about the serial killings. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. So let's start with that one. The young man we found here. So last night this dude died. He's been identified as Shogo Oike. Oi. Fuck it. 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in his lungs. He drowned. He drowned in the middle of the park? That's not possible. It's got to be a curse we're dealing with here. About that, boss. Isn't this park associated with one of the 7 mysteries too? The Whispering Canal. Yeah, that's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between the canal and death by drowning, don't you think? Sharp thinking, Ario. You're starting to get the hang of this. Listen, the seat between us is just for easy access to the popcorn. We got no problem sitting close to each other. So let's just assume they're related. What's next? Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamizawa. The victim had been identified as Tawaka Hayashi, a 29-year-old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. Hold up. Do we know that person? Tawako. Yeah, that's Utaro. Okay, we don't know that person. So some rando died. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. And the cause of death, well, she was disemboweled, right? Her entire body was crushed by some kind of external force. Oh, okay, never mind. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop. She got stomped. Hang on, are you saying she was stepped on? Meaning the foot washing mansion. Exactly. Crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi. Modus operandi? How do you say that word? Operandi. Operandi? Modus operandi. Operandi. Why the fuck have I forgotten entirely how to say this word? I've said this word so many times in my life and now I'm having a brain fart. I'm going to blame the smoothie. No, I'm going to blame possession.
Modus operandi.
Okay, it is operandi. Okay, I said it right. Well, Google says you're wrong. Operandi. Operandi? Modus operandi. Whatever. Her motive. Her MO. Her MO. There, we can abbreviate it. It's her MO. Google can kiss my ass. Okay, alright. Didn't know you were that friendly, but okay. Place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the 7 mysteries. Then this is Namagaki's doing? Shit, I knew he'd used it. Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to Paranormal Affairs. Got it. And as for the 3rd victim... Oh yeah, the dude. Okay, the dude at the school. He was identified as Kohei Jonoichi. God, I hate this guy's last name. 32, and a teacher at Kamigata High. He was found in the school's courtyard. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building. Teacher dying at school. Not just any school. Kamigata houses one of the 7 mysteries. Oh no. Fuck, I don't actually know which one is at the school. It's not the Clappers. I don't think it's the beach. Disembowelment. I think it's one of the ones we haven't encountered yet, right? Someone gets hung. This one is caught on fire. Fatal fall. Oh, it is this one. Okay, so it's the Fool's Procession. Okay. So that's the high school. Fool's Procession. Nailed it. I knew it right away. Uh-huh. Apparently, UK is E, US is I. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. I must have UK Google then. Happy G's, Jingly Buddy. You okay? I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but he's scritching up a storm back there. Right. It's where the fool's possession is supposed to be. It's too big a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. Little cabbies! I see. Either way, it seems all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries. There's probably a curse bear at the center of this pulling all the strings. But you've got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right. And Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He died with mysterious causes in a place connected to the 7 mysteries. The problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Could it have been hit by a different curse, or that it doesn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries? Okay, hold on. I am starting to lose track of how many fucking mysteries there are, so let's make notes. Fucking this cop's death is one. Hold up. Hajime death? Question mark. We don't know how. Notes, finally! We don't know how he died. We don't know how. We don't know Michio's secret. Because she was keeping a secret of some kind that the teacher knew and had dirt on. And also talisman, question mark. Oh, we need the identity of the serial killer. Because that's a mystery. Oh yeah, we need to know who the fuck this dude is and what he's up to. Takumi Yumioka. Wait, Yumioka? Shit, wasn't that the guy that they just found? Hold up. He sells soap. Yep, that's it. That's all he does. Charles, welcome. Hello, hello. How's it going? Oh, no. Okay. That's just Tawako. Never mind, different name. We need to know who killed the little kid. Who killed child? Shuichi. There's a lot of like who killed who. I need a murder map is what I need. What else? Who else do we not understand who died? We're still missing 3 curse bearers as well. Oh man. Oh man. I forgot. Oh yeah, who the fuck is the storyteller? So many of these people are dead now. I feel like I need to print them out and create a crazy string board. Okay, I think that's all the mysteries for now. I'll keep writing them as they pop up. Took a local vacation. Just got back from dinner, sitting in the hotel trying to not go into a food coma. What did you guys eat? What kind of food? I hope you're having a good little local vacation. That sounds fun. I've never done that. Could he have been hit by a different curse or one that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries? That's a thought. But if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner, one who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. Mr. Salmon also has Charles's number. He does, but it's coupled with, I don't know, Ronald McDonald's number. I can't think of who would be a good mascot for food comas. We need a mythical creature that presides over food and eating. The itis? Snorlax. Perfect. Snorlax fused with the Sandman. Yes, yes. Grimace. Oh my god, I haven't thought about Grimace since I learned that he had 4 eyes. Do you guys remember that conversation? I still don't understand what that's about. There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Oh, really? I see. I don't know much about this stuff. I'd be more surprised if you did. I just heard something. I can't turn around. Okay, that's fine. That's probably for the best. Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night, but we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found. Yeah, because I hadn't thought of that. But there is a silver lining. Judging from my own curse stone, it seems like the curses can't be activated while the sun's out. Oh, that's great news. So basically we're safe during the daytime. Exactly. It's also likely why Najima gave us till dusk. He must know the curse stones couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we've got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers. Aye, aye, boss, let's do this. He aye, captained me. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers you included. Yatara Namagaki and the Foot Washing Mansion, Hideki Arashi and the Ever-Burning Lantern, and we've got both of their curse stones. And then there's Najima, who claims he has the one-sided reed. And yeah, that about sums it up. We better figure out who has the remaining 5 quick. How should we go about looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Najima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little bit more into Yoshimi. I've got a feeling there's some connection there. Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. These people have not slept in like 3 days. I went to a winery spa hotel a little north of here. Had a sweet potato leek soup. Ooh, yeah. Fisherman's soup. A variation of Italian ciappino? I also had a prickly pear margarita. My wife had braised short ribs. Yum. That's good eating. Are you guys gonna like hit the spa tomorrow? Sounds like a good little vacation. Okay. I asked around Sumita's community safety bureau where Yoshimi was stationed. It seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shirashi. Yeah, right, I heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide, looking into the height of the bullying, the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play, because he ordered a full investigation. But it's already been deemed a suicide, and the superiors told him they're not going to stir things up. Huh. What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building, ways away from the road. There was no evidence of a vehicular collision, so it was ruled as a suicide, but he thought there was more to it. Yes. A truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds would have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. So there's a chance that it wasn't a suicide. But what a terrible way to go. There was no brake marks on the road, meaning it wouldn't have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed. Exactly. So I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage, but I haven't heard anything back yet. I don't think they're looking very hard. So we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. You think the driver is the one who did him in? Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics and the traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shirashi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Couples massages are probably going to happen. That's code for... You know, oh, is that what the kids are calling it? Don't have to go to a spa for that. That's true. You don't have to pay money. The best spa I've ever been in was the one I was in Iceland. They had like a hot room and a cold room and like a weird temperatured pool that had like some salts or something funky in it, and got massages. Oh no, you know what? I might take that back. There was also the one in Japan that had the pool where you put your feet in and little fishes eat the dead skin off your feet. That one was wild. It tickled so bad. They also had like, that one was like a weird theme park almost. It was like a water park. It was inside and there was a pool that had like rose petals and rose water and shit. There was another one with like oranges. It was bizarre. I'm awake and I have been the entire time. Why yes. Hello, awake Julie that's always been awake. Remember that girl Yoshimi met the day he died, Hitomi Okuda. Community safety didn't have any contact info on her, not even an address? Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. Jesus. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, and we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have time for a stakeout right now, but she could be a key witness. Can't we have a community safety tracker down for us? We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, the high school is closed. Because that teacher died. That's right. Alright, but if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then. Mira just confirmed she likes feet stuff when fish are involved. Hashtag feet people. I didn't say I liked it. I said it was wild. I'm gonna be so happy when this Kickstarter is done. It's slowly killing me. Wait, what Kickstarter? Oh no, Julie, I'm so out of the loop. What Kickstarter? Are you doing another Kickstarter? Do I get to back another book? Yeah, it's the Return of Fish Daddy, exactly. No. Oh, is the game going to be a Kickstarter? The one with the raccoon? I didn't realize it. I just thought you guys were like making it. I didn't realize it was going to be a Kickstarter game. Oh, okay. The company I work for is doing a Kickstarter for the next game. Yeah, no, I didn't know it was going to be a Kickstarter. That's exciting. I'm going to back that. And then I'm going to stream it. Not the raccoon one. Oh, okay. Not the raccoon one. Well, I'll still back it and I'll still play it. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiance from community safety. Her name was Mayu Chozawa, a 27-year-old. She works as a beautician in the area. Wait. Oh, this is the fiance. She sure is a beauty. I even got a picture of her. But, oh boy, here it comes. But what? Community safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? Hold on. I wanna see what she looks like. Alright, well, she's pretty, but she isn't somebody we actually know. I keep waiting for, like, people to be other people. I don't know why. With my neck and shoulder arthritis and my wife's L3 compression fracture, we have to be a bit careful with massages. I need to talk to the spa before we commit. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Don't hurt it worse. Ooh, that hair! And Error has a new girlfriend. I'm in charge of drawing every bit of a very large page. I've been working on it for a month and it launches Tuesday and I don't know if I'm going to get it done in time. Uh-oh. Oh no, Julie. I hope you can do it. I'm cheering for you. It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps? It's fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse, but Yoshimi was well liked, and they'd been together for over 10 years. You never know. Things could be different behind bars. Jesus. Different behind doors. Doors! I guess so. I'll have to consider the opposite scenario, too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancé as well. She could be in danger. You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. Headquarters has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Najima. So far, we haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't at home or at work? About that. Apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. This is the serial killer, yes? You serious? So we have no idea where he lives. It gets worse. I checked with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Hold on a second. You're telling nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to the probation officer. Turns out he's been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. He also said he lost track of Najima when he moved to a new place. Jeez, that's just sloppy. I heard that they're giving parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of room in the prisons. Which means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked. So Najima got to fuck about unsupervised. God damn it. I'm sorry. If I had, like, I don't know, 10 case files, let's say. But that's, like, a lot, and I'm only used to 5. My top priority is going to be the serial killer. The DUI dude can wait. The guy selling crack can wait. The, like, pedophiles and serial killers are top of the list. And then everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? This asshole's annoyingly good at faking remorse or insanity, whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth. He's probably hiding under a false name, which makes it hard to track him down. Nah, the serial killer will be fine. He's an upstanding citizen. I don't know what's better for your sanity, relaxing in chat or sleeping. Whichever it is, do that. Yes, do that. We know what the serial killer's gonna do. That DUI guy, gotta look out for him. DUI guy is just gonna get drunk. Again, probably. Do you go to prison for a DUI? Or is that only if you, like, accidentally kill someone while drunk? That explains why he so brazenly made contact. That asshole, he's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed. That's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. Maybe start by tracking down your daughter and getting her to a different location. Maybe, just saying. Speaking of Najima, yeah? Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her in... Thank you. This guy gets it. It'd be best to put her in protective custody as soon as possible. Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when I went to the house either. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up. I don't have her contact info, alright? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we'd send an officer to her and get her to safety. She was really reluctant, but I got her to agree. I guess that explains why you got divorced. Damn, dude. But if you, a former father, can't find her, how the hell did Najima do it? Former, eh? That cuts deep. Yikes. Sorry, it just kind of slipped out. Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with his curse echo. Back on topic already, huh? He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to act from a distance. I see. The one-sided read. What was that story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman. He goes insane and chops her up. Oh, right. One of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries. Perfect. Just what we like to hear. The serial killer has the worst curse stone. As for Najima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw people at it until we find something. I'll check in with HQ to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? We could go to the high school to look for Hitomi, or Michio Shirashi's house to find out more about her. Let's move. Let's beat feet. Let's... God, this one's still not doing it. Hold on, maybe I just have to choose the right place? I'm gonna try one of the places I didn't try. I'm gonna try the candy shop. I'll take you to the candy shop. No, actually, I'm gonna go to the bridge. Nope. 50 cent intensifies. It does. It does every time we go to the candy shop. Alright, well, that wasn't it. Okay, so we did that one. Maybe like kinda did that one. I'm keeping track of where our flowchart progression is on a piece of paper. Let's see, we could do some Harue. Yeah, sure. Why not? Air's gonna explode if we don't. Alright, we're now at 10 a.m. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? Oh my god, I'm so ready to look for those chickens. I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's the curse stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There was unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in the limited time that I had. Very well, let's talk. Chickens? Chickens! Does anybody see a chicken sticker? Is it in the tree? Is it in the tree? What a fucking bummer. I'll get one yet. There's so many of them. I can't imagine that we don't have that many more, like, chances. He's looking a bit tired. He must have been up all night investigating. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. It's actually chicken stickers. I just love chicken stickers so much. What's that? Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I was wondering if it would suffice not to steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use it for our purposes? Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? As long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect. Richter, I can see the chicken in your eyes. It's true. It's true. He's not actually solving mysteries, he's just hunting for chickens. Compensation. Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shijimas, would it? Of course. Why, any amount would be fine if it'd get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. What do you think is under his hair? Like, what do you think his other eye looks like? Do you have a curse bearer with whom you can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in the area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found, but they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3? Why could there not have been more killings? Answer, chicken sticker. Answer to any question, chicken sticker. That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, rather, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all throughout the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. I feel like we all need to send Miro chicken stickers now. I will turn them into magnets, and they will become chicken magnets because I have commitment issues and cannot bear to stick a sticker on anything. But a magnet I can do. Chicken magnets. But I will absolutely take chicken stickers, so they may be chicken magnets. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action. And then we offer the deal. Haha, chick magnet! I see what you did there. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if the situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You seem to think there's someone behind this all. You mentioned hearing an agonizing voice telling you to kill the first time you obtained a curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, so they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well. You're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers? You've got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite, that'd be very risky since the curse bearer they themselves would become a target. So it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively. That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action, which is why I figured it was best for us to attempt the same strategy. So, how should we do it? There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, you'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. More about the curse bearers, I guess. If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we really be sure there's even a rite of resurrection? Good question. The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught. Do you want to give up, ma'am? Seeing as it might be for naught. Who's gonna tell Mira the stickers? Oh no. Oh. Oh no. What do you mean? What do you mean stickers aren't just in Harui's route? Oh no. I haven't been looking for a single sticker in anybody else's route. I thought only Richter cared about him. Fuck. Stupid. Instructions unclear. Chicken stickers lost. Seems like it might be for naught. You want to give up? I don't want to give up on the stickers. Never. Understood. After all, we all know the truth. We'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. I think I'm getting too tired to read. We'll do it without using the curse ourselves. I mean, at least there's a flowchart, right? Oh, God. Where do I even see where my stickers are? Oh, is it mockingbirds? I mean, I have head hensho, so really that's the only one that matters, right? Ostracizer. Look up at the first house. If you won the lottery in a bright garden, wait until you feel like yourself again. Detectives and private eyes. Siders are ringing telephone booth. Waiting at the entrance. In the park where sparrows sing. Pink Punisher. They definitely don't go in order, so that's at least in our favor. What if that's the only way to get the good ending is to fucking get all the stickers? I'm sorry, little one. No, they're not all chickens. I know they're not all chickens. It was a fucking flamingo and an ostrich. I know they're not chickens. The first one was a chicken. And calling them chicken stickers is way more fun than calling them bird stickers. Ring that telephone booth must have been the call with the Gmail. Oh my god, you're probably right. God damn it. I'm gonna go look for these stickers. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. Oh my god. Don't do the pose, Richter. Come on. I appreciate the flattery. No, not the pan up. Oh my god. First there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She's currently lives alone at her apartment near Midori-cho Park. You even determined her address? You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with a... I've already forgotten how to say that word. Yukioe. Yukioe? That sounds right. In the curriculum, pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. Damn! Woman, one fuck up. We lost our title. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the curse stones just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Next is a tall man who was dressed in black. I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he was dressed, and I managed to get some good information on him. Impressive. What can I say? Don't do the pose again. Please, God. He works as a secretary. Oh, okay, so that's the dude he met. Mr. fucking Creepy Pants. He works as a secretary at Hinhaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Hanjo, correct? Yes, they've been there for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd, which, with the increase in sales, I assume she'd want the factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right, even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. Back then? Back then? She does not mess about, Error. No, she does not. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Yep, they're gonna murder a bunch of people just for the sake of skincare. Huh, now that's an interesting thought. You didn't say no. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night, the one that seemed to be out collecting soul dregs, right? Indeed, I couldn't get a good look at him though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. That's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection, the one that lives around here? His name is Hideki Arashi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he's involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided on refraining from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. We aren't going to focus on him, and then it'll be too late, because we'll be dead. I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to the soaps factory to see the Man in Black. Their headquarters is down in South Warigusi Street. Please never put me in another country. I can't pronounce anything. Save my life. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at the high school. The person who was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohei Jonuichi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Oh, what if that high school student that committed suicide, what if her secret was that she killed the kid? Somehow. By accident, maybe. Dun dun dun. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shirashi's residence. It would be wise to pay a visit. Understood. Would accidentally killing an elementary school kid be enough blackmail for a teacher to get blowjobs? I think yes. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shirashi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like this, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But the last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true. Both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it can't be ruled out. Now, that's a statement I never thought I'd hear. Yeah, that was probably a sentence that I never expected to leave my mouth as well. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mysteries curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it would be easier to connect it to the curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. You seem to know a lot about this stuff. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. I see. Oh yeah, that's right, they went to school together. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right, if we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. That's all I've got to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Right, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I trust you to decide where we should go, ma'am. Oh, don't put me in charge. My guy. Because we got the park. We've got the street. And we've got the high school. I think... Let's see. I mean, I'm assuming we have to go to all 3 probably at some point, right? I'll just start at the school. It's closed, so worst case, we just will get shunned away. Turned away. Here we are at Ground Zero, Kamagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Oh my god, chicken sticker? Nothing. I feel like I'm playing a bad game of I Spy. Seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. This place is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if the curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around and see what the students have to say. Alright, I'll just go ask the students about Michio. Bye. Goodbye, Richter. I'm back, ma'am. So what did you learn? School kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. J and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought, but there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Yeah, he just mammed and hat tipped us. Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. J. Really? The story's got 2 pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently, he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumblings and told the students. And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay secret for long. As for the other piece of information, a pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around the school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was a vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl that wears pigtails. The rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand. That's an amazing find. I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain information that should have been confidential. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no? Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shirashi's house. Well, let's bust on over there then. I bet there's a chicken sticker there for sure. Please let there be a chicken sticker. Oh, just near the house. Ominous alleyway. How did it go? I went to visit Michio Shirashi's family home, however, no one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. God damn it. It's a bit quieter over here. It is a residential area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? Wow. Disrespectful. Social connections run deep in the working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who seemed kind enough to give me the scoop. They give me the 411. Old ladies dishing out tea. Turns out Shirashi's reputation really went down in the dumps in the past few years. Is that so? I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving just the two of them behind. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far, so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized that Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kankichiro Iwa. Back in my day, elementary gave out a book with every student's phone number. Never used it. Weird in retrospect. You know, I think my elementary school had something similar. Now that I think about it. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So, what of this Iwa character? Well, he apparently is a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. My school did that as well. Everyone's phone number and address. I mean, it kind of makes sense, like in the 90s, right? Before cell phones and stuff, if you needed to contact a friend or something. Nowadays, it's probably all just on people's Facebook pages. The neighbors took a particular notice to Toshiko's screams, pleading with him not to hit Michio. Oh, that's terrible. As if that weren't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors began to hear an eerie chanting. What the fuck? Through this, the Shirashis standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. This was 2000 to 2012? Okay, well... yeah, never mind then. Yeah, I guess I forget that you're younger. You wee bab! You should have had Facebook for sure then. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. That's awful. And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwa hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shirashis entirely and seemed relieved that things had finally quieted down again. It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life could be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. I don't remember that from when I was in grade school in the 1970s? Okay, so maybe school's just... I don't know, man. The numbers were all landlines. Julie's, those were cell phone numbers, no? I did have Facebook. Nope, they were landlines. Okay, so yeah, so landlines makes more sense than dishing out kids' cell phone numbers. Like, that would be much, I feel like. Shirashi certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs, bringing such a violent man into it. Okay, I think we're done here, unfortunately. Alright, let's go to the street. The soap headquarters. Perfect. This is where I will stop for today. Next time on PARANORMASIGHT, we'll investigate soap. Good night, Julie. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for being here. We're about to end anyway, so you aren't gonna miss a thing. We will pick this back up on Sunday. I think for now, I won't do any more Dead Island, and we'll just keep trucking with this and see if we can't get it done. We've got... Let's see. I'm going to count by squares. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 squares. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 squares left. So we're over halfway done with the game then. So I think we'll put in some time on Sunday and see how far we get. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you have a wonderful night and a good rest of your week. Julie, I hope that you were able to get your work done for your Kickstarter. Jorah, I hope that you're able to get some sleep. Say hi to the Sandman for me. Harry, you gotta say hi to the Sandman too. Everybody say hi to the Sandman and get good sleep. And I think the only thing for today is Nerveless. Thank you for the follow while we were offline. Welcome to the Mirror's Heroes. I hope you enjoy your time here. And with that, I will let you guys have a good rest of your evening. Bye!